Todd Dean checking in from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm in the heart of Bicentennial Park right now. And what are we going to talk about today, right? I was thinking, man, let's talk about this, okay? So, I was thinking of a story. Look at this stage, right? You want to talk about a stage? Look at this. This is literally center stage, literally. So let's go take center stage. Okay, here we go. So we're on center stage, right? We got the whole backdrop. We got our audience. And I was thinking about, a lot of people talk about the fact that I'm not shy. And here's the reality. I was shy for a long time. And I was shy as a kid. And I really didn't come out of my bubble, quite frankly, till high school. And my dad was traveling a lot, so we'd have a lot of parties at my house. That's when I became somebody. Anyways, but that's not what we're talking about today. So what we're talking about today is, what's it going to take for you to break out of your comfort zone or shell, right? So this is a true story. So I had a business partner, Nate, and we had this event at the, it was Preston Gates and Ellis at the time, one of the big law firms in Seattle. And we had all these who's in Seattle there, and the room was packed, right? It was about 140, 150 people. And I was the presenter, and it was about a 3-4 hour meeting, actually a 4-hour meeting. And I was so nervous because I'd never presented in front of that many people ever. And so I was like, and I knew the agenda and the material, and, I was as prepared as I could be. And I get up there, and I was so nervous, right? So I get done, and I felt like I just bombed, right? I mean, like bombed. And so I go to my business partner, I go, hey, Nate. I go, how did I do? And he goes, Todd, you really sucked. And those were his words. No joke. And so I'm like, and I did. And he says, but don't worry, we're going to do it again. And so I did it again and again and again. And I'm not kidding. I had like these butterflies in my stomach, like before I'd go to these meetings, because I was kind of nervous. Not kind of, I was. And then I did that for like a year. And you know what? The butterflies went away. And I was like, God, isn't that amazing? You could put me in front of 10,000 people now, and I would take center stage in a heartbeat. And I may not even have to know my material as well as most people would. And so the thing is that here's the thing. You don't have to, to step into that uncomfortable zone. You're going to fail, and you're going to stumble, and you're going to get bruised, and you're going to get cut. But the reality is that I just kept getting back up. And I keep getting back up, and back up, and back up, and back up. And now, you know what? I feel comfortable in front of a large group, even when there's nobody here. Ha! Right? Anyway, so that's what I got. So, where in your life is there something where you want to do something, or something you did that you were uncomfortable and you grew? You grew from it, right? And so I hope you get out of your comfort zone, and I hope you take center stage with or without me and do something great in your life. So that's all I got today. Todd Dean, checking out from Bicentennial Park, Nashville, Tennessee. Over and out.